Colorado Cutthroats 7-8, taking on the Royals 11-4, number one team. Denver NABA 25 Wood AA. Cutthroats must win this game to make playoffs. We had the bottom of the first. Royals already get one run on the board. We now head to the bottom of the second. Chapman's up. He gets a single. Runners now at the corners. And brings up Sanchez. And he's going to get a base hit. RBI single there. Cutthroats take the 2-0 lead. Cam Leck now up. Bottom of the order. 10th batter. And he's going to hit this one into the gap in the outfield. He's on his horse. Here comes Chapman. He scores. It's going to be an RBI double. Royals take the lead 3-0. Allen, leadoff hitter. He struck out in the first inning. Hit this one back to the pitcher. Tough play there by Zach Scott, but he makes the over-the-shoulder grab for the 1-3 putout. But it does score another run for the Royals. Garvell up, and he's going to get a base hit as well. An RBI single. So it's 5-0 Royals now in the second inning. That brings up New. He scored in the first inning, and he's going to fly out to left field. It will be caught. This field has a very tough sun problem. When there's no clouds, left field has a tough time seeing the ball. That brings up Estes. He's 1 for 1, and he's going to get his second hit of the game. It will be a double. And the Royal does come around and score 6-0. Royals showing why they are the number one team early here. And it's going to be a wild pitch pass ball. One of them moves to third. And he's going to get a base hit for another RBI single. 7-0 Royals. And that's how they'd score. We had the top of the third. Cutthroats trying to come back. Eric Sanjin leads the inning off. And he's going to get a single. That brings up Calvin Reichelt. It's going to be a wild pitch. Calvin wearing the white helmet. Tough to recognize. And Reichelt will be walked. It's going to be a wild pitch again. So now Cutthroats have runners on the corners. That brings up Zach Scott. And he's going to look at strike 3. That brings up Strayus Christian. Zach Scott not happy with it. He throws his bat. Strayus' first at bat of the game. And he'll get a base hit. He's going to score Sanj. So the Cutthroats on the board, making it 7-1 here at the top of the first inning. John Hawley up. He's 0 for 1 at the K. And he's going to hit this one down the left field line. Reichelt on his horse. He will score 7-2 now. It's all the Cutthroats to score that in. We had the top of the fourth. Andy Dobb grounds this one to the shortstop. It's going to be booted. It's going to be an E6 ruling. A Beta now up. He's 0 for 1 at the K. And he's going to fly out to shortstop for the first out of the inning. That brings up Ken Reichelt. Reichelt is 1 for 1 with a single. And Dobb will steal second base to get into scoring position. And it's going to be ball 4. Reichelt takes first base. That brings up Alex Scott. He's 0 for 1. He grounded a shortstop his first at bat. He's going to fly this one out to left field. It will be caught for the second out of the inning. That brings up Sanjin. Base hit last inning. And he's going to fly this one out the outfield, but like I said, the sun is bad out there. Reichelt is on his horse from first base. Dobb score. Reichelt should have been out there, but catcher drops the ball, and Reichelt scores to make this one 7-4. Calvin Reichelt crushes this ball down the left field line, but it is a foul ball. Longest hit ball of the year, I think, for the Cutthroats. And he looks at a curveball to strike out. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Cutthroats come back 7-4. And Royals, though, now they need to get their runs back. With runners on. Cutthroats throwing the ball around right now. It's 8-4. And then we got a run down here. Yeah, it's a base hit. 2 Royals are going to score. All right, where am I at now? So I was laughing with a 2 RBI double. That brings up Sharp. And Sharp is going to strike out for the second out of the inning. That brings up Chapman. And Chapman crushes one to the outfield. It will not be caught. It is an RBI single. Now it's 11-4, so that's 4 runs this inning by the Royals. They get him back. We now have the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball to short. It is a 5-3 putout. I believe it's Alex Scott there on the play. Now top of the order, Allen is up. He is 0 for 3. There he gets a hit, and it's a double. Their leadoff batter. That brings up Garvella. 2 for 3 so far. He's going to get this one to the third, too. Alex makes another play there. 5-3 put out. 2 outs now. That brings up New. And New drives this one to the right center gap. No one's going to make this catch. Allen will score. New on his horse. And he will hit a triple here. He's going to stay at third. Estes up. He's going to ground this one to Reichelt at second. It'll be a 4-3 put out. So Royals do get another run. We got to the top of the 7th. Sanjin again up. 2 for 2 so far. And make that 3 for 3. Calvin Reichelt up. He's 0 for 1 at the strikeout and a walk. And he's going to come through with a base hit. That brings up Zach Scott, 1 for 2. And he's going to take that one off the body. Hit by pitch. It loads the bases up for Christian. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. And he slaps this one through. It's going to be a base hit. Cutthroats score 1. It's 12-5 now. That brings up Holly. He's going to come through with his second hit of the game. Reichelt scores, making it 12-6. That brings up Dan Smith. He's 1 for 3 so far. And he's going to hit this one of the first baseman. It's going to be an unassisted put out, but it is an RBI. That brings up Kyle Newman. And he's going to get a base hit. And Holly tries scoring, but he gets thrown out. 8-2 put out. We now head to the top of the 8th inning. Andy Dobb. Base hit. Second hit of the game for him. Big round corner there, but he's going to stay for the single. That brings up a beta. A beta hitless so far. Not anymore. This ball will get through for his first hit of the game. That brings up Ken Reichelt. Hitting a fielder's choice last at bat. And this is going to go through for a base hit. Down the right field line. Scores another run. Cutthroats now down by 4. Alex Scott. Base hit. Oh, no, it's a fielder's choice, but he does get the RBI on it. They wouldn't score after that. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 2 runners on. We have a wild pitch. Or pass ball, however you want us to do it. Moreno, I believe Moreno is up. And he's going to fly this one out to the center field. Smith will make the catch. Here we go. Play at the plate. Not quite. It's going to be a sac fly. 13-9. Royals. Laughlin now up. And he's going to get a base hit. He's going to score 1 run. 14-9 Royals. Sharp up. He's got 1 hit so far. And he hits this one in the gap. It's going to be a double. Runner's going to come around. He's going to score 15-9 Royals. They wouldn't score for the rest of the thing. So now, top of the 9th inning, Zach Scott. Cutthroat's going to need a huge inning here. To be a 5-3 put out for the first out. That brings up Strays Christian. 2 for 3 so far. He's going to hit a little line comebacker to the pitcher. Caught for the second out of the inning. That brings up John Holly. And he's going to strike out to end the game. And that's going to end the year for the Cutthroats as they fail to make the playoffs with this 15-9 loss against the Royals. Cutthroats lose 15-9, but it was by far their best game of the year. Oh, man. 17 hits for the Cutthroats and 23 hits for the Royals. So both teams hitting the ball all around the field. A lot of 4 hits for New, 3 hits for Estes, 3 hits for Moreno, 3 hits for Laughlin. For the Cutthroats, Holly gets 2 hits, Dobb 2 hits, Eric Sanjan 2 hits. No, Sanjan 3 hits, Reichelt 2 hits, and Christian 2 hits. And no errors for the Cutthroats also this game. So great defensive game. Zach Scott gets the loss. He gives up 19 hits, 12 earned runs, 12 runs. Kyle Newman came in to pitch 2 innings, gives up 3 runs. All 3 of them are earned. So the Cutthroats just ran into the best team in the league. We'll see you next year.